Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com, and we are here today in Beechwood at the Maltz Museum of Jewish Heritage, and we're talking today with new executive director Ellen Rudolph. Ellen, congratulations! You just started here at the Maltz. You have a really solid arts background, right? I mean, you were at the Akron Art Museum most recently.
I do. My training has been, I've been primarily a curator, a contemporary art curator, and I've made a leap into museum administration.
Well, you have some serious chops in the art world. You're also at Progressive, working under Toby Lewis there. So, talk first about your impressions here at the Maltz Museum in terms of an art museum, because it's more than that, of course. It's a cultural museum, but on the level of arts, there's a lot of great artifacts here.
Sure, there are some amazing artifacts here, and the museum has had art exhibitions as well. One of the things that I was extremely excited about in terms of coming here and making the move from an art museum to a museum of basically a cultural museum is that the thing that's most excited me about contemporary art in particular is artists who make work about cultural identity, and that's so much of what we talk about here at the Maltz Museum.
So, talk about some of the programs you have coming up. This is going to be a very exciting summer and into the fall here.
Yeah, we have an amazing series of programs called Begin the Conversation, play readings, talks, musical performances, and they're all based on really the idea is to try to get people talking about topics that are relevant to the way we live our lives today.
You have some really awesome programs. You've got a film coming up. Talk about Inferno. This is a really controversial high def film. It sounds really cool.
Yeah, this is something that's going to be very different for the Maltz Museum. We're showing a video called Inferno by an Israeli artist named Yael Bartana, and the film is kind of a historical pre-enactment of what would happen if the third Temple of Solomon were built. And this is based on the fact that there's actually a neo-Pentecostal church in Sao Paulo, Brazil, that is building an outsized replica of the Temple of Solomon.
And you guys are going to tie in educational programs around this. It's going to be running kind of on a loop here in the museum, but that's really a big part of what you do, right? Is beyond just what goes on here. You're bringing in school groups, you've got speakers.
Yes, we have a huge school tour program and incredible discussions going on a daily basis here about the idea of stopping the hate, people learning about Holocaust and the history of Jews in Cleveland, which we really look at as the history of any immigrant population and how they've really built our city.
And not just immigrants, but really people that are different. I guess tolerance is a big issue that this institution really deals with. You got the gay marriage plays coming up. This film Boys Don't Cry. I mean, it's a really stunning series.
Yes, I mean we celebrate difference certainly in our Stop the Hate program. We invite school children to talk about their experiences with discrimination and bullying, and how their actions can really have a big impact on other people's lives. So we have formulated the Begin the Conversation series around different months of the year that honor different groups of people. So May is Jewish American Heritage Month, and June is LGBTQ Pride Month. So we have a number of programs that are based around issues that community deals with.
You even have like a bike ride through the community. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, ride back in time to visit sites that have been historically important to the Jewish community in the Heights and in Cleveland. That's going to be fun.
Talk about your vision here as you come in. I know you've only been here a short time, but you sound like you have a really distinct vision from the past here for the Maltz. Can you give us an idea of what that might be?
Yeah, I hope that the Maltz Museum can really become a true cultural hub. And by that I mean a place where people come for intellectual stimulation and entertainment and a source of socializing and community building. And I think that opens us up to do all different kinds of events, both inside and outside the museum, and to invite anyone in the community who's interested in the kinds of things that the kinds of stories that we tell.
Well, this is what museums should do, as we know, and it's what the Maltz has done. They've really raised the bar for what a cultural institution can be. Welcome here, and thank you for taking so much time and talking with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from coolcleveland.com. Have a great week in cool Cleveland.